like, the Fever have to trade Monique Billings by free agency next year. This is not a situation where you're thinking, okay, yeah, the Fever are going to be like, oh, they can keep going. They can keep going and with Monique Billings. No. If they want to keep Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, they need to trade Monique Billings and Lexi Hull. You can keep both of them and keep one of Mo Billings and Lexi Hull, but the rest of your team is going to be completely garbage. You need, like, thank you for the $5, Mr. Johnson. No one hates Dandish. She's not good. Don't understand it. Players like Dandish and Bree Turner have jobs, I'm guessing. 2 years, $600K for sideline clapping. Yep, the Fever will hire them, though. The Fever will hire those sideline clappers. I got blocked by Bree Turner. The only thing negative I ever said about Bree Turner was I have called her the human shot clock plenty of times. So, fair enough, getting blocked for that. But the Fever have to find a way of trading Monique Billings. I don't know if they do it this year, but everyone talking about the Fever at the deadline, and there's no real way of the Fever matching contracts and getting somebody in. The only way the Fever are going to be able to match contracts is simply put by trading Caitlin Clark, which is not happening this season. Monique Billings has to be on the block. And we got to look at teams that will be interested in signing Monique Billings. One positive with Monique Billings is that she's actually started hitting a couple of three-point shots. A team with salary cap room that might be interested in signing Monique Billings is the Phoenix Mercury. The Mercury have the cap room to eat the Mo Billings contract. And there's rumors of them eating the Lana Smith contract. The Monique Billings contract is significantly better. A player that you can give up, because the Mercury are trying to salvage this season. If you are the Indiana Fever, if Monique Billings is on the block, I'm looking and trying to bring in a Yai. Like, do you go small? Do you start, like, do you give Hines Allen a bit more run? Do you bring in, do you go and make a like for like? Another interesting one is Brochamp. I don't love Brochamp, but she can play a little bit of the four. And it's salary. You don't have to keep her, it's salary. For me, Kiara Linskins is another option, again, on that minimum deal. Kiara Linskins is not 6'4". She has been listed as 6'7" her entire career. Kiara Linskins is a 6'7" big body who can shoot the three. Is she spectacular? No. Is she better than Monique Billings? No. But if you're the Indiana Fever, you have to think about this where it's like, we might need, do we get flexibility this year? Or do we go and try to make a run at it next year? Because there's no scenario where Monique Billings shoots or suits. And the odds, for if you're saying, and if anyone's making the argument of they can't trade Monique Billings for an inferior player, the way I look at it, I'm saying with Monique Billings that you can do that because starting Michaela Timpson is addition by subtraction. I think starting KK Timpson, giving Maisha Hines-Allen the bench big role, and bringing in Sophie as a small ball four on occasion, and getting Grace Van Sluten back into the lineup, for me, is a big one. Like, I would rather see that. Or, again, if you're bringing in Kiara Linskins becomes the backup center instead of Van Sluten. KK becomes a starter and MHA becomes the backup. I think that makes the team better in an addition by subtraction. But the only way, when it comes down to it for Monique Billings, the only way that she makes, the only way she makes it to next season for the Fever is if she's is if the Fever get rid of one of Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell. Like, it's as simple as that. They have to get rid of one of Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell. Otherwise, Monique Billings is gone. And at least right now, the Fever don't look desperate. In January, the Fever, by the way, everyone's talking about the Fever. The Fever are going to lose their first round pick giving up Monique Billings if they do it in the offseason. If they give up Billings in the offseason, it's going to cost a first. That is it. Just on a 1-year deal, because every single team knows you have to get off her to keep Caitlin and Kelsey together. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that if you want to keep Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell together, you have to get rid of Billings. So suddenly then, in the offseason, it's now a situation where teams are like, we're going to make the Indiana Fever worse unless they give us a pick. We're going to have to get another asset. We're going to take a first, or we're going to take Raven, or we're going to take multiple pick swaps to take Mo Billings' contract. Because we don't have the benefit of the offseason. There is a team in the Mercury that's panicking. That is panicking. If you want to make a trade with Portland, if you want to make a trade with Toronto, if you want to make a trade with Washington for Monique Billings, you're still probably giving up an asset or taking on another negative asset. Like, you're still probably taking on a bad contract. Or you're giving up a couple of swaps. The Mercury might be desperate enough to make this deal. Because everyone was talking about, they might sign Alana Smith. She's been better than Alana Smith this season. She fits what the Mercury want to do. She walks right in as a starter. And she's actually shown an ability to shoot the ball this year. And Mo Billings and the Mercury actually have assets, or they're desperate enough that they might not give assets back to the Fever. Or they might not demand, they might give assets back, and they might not demand extra assets to take the Mo Billings contract. This might be the one time the Indiana Fever have an ability to get off Mo, like, without screwing over their future. And the way I'm thinking about it is like, it feels like something the Fever should be doing. Will they do it? Who's to say? This is the Indiana Fever we're talking about. Who's to say? Should they do it? Yes. I think we all should be in agreement that they should do it. For teams saying they'll be willing to take Lexi Hall and 1 or 2 first rounders, or 1 and 2 second rounders, I do think they might have to get off Lexi Hall. But Lexi Hall is a more valuable contract because at least with Lexi Hall, you have the advantage of she's a big name. She'll sell jerseys. Like, it helps in a way the marketing of your team. But yeah. So I said Billings will not fit in with the culture of the Mercury. Do you know where Mo Billings played in the 2024 season? Do you know where she played in 2024? The Mercury. But yeah, for me, it just feels like this is a no-brainer if you're Indiana.